Yes, good morning, and we're starting off the day in Krazy Horse Farmhouse, which is a place just outside Chipping Norton. And we've got like a bubble car here on display. That's our electric demonstrator with 2 seats in it. It's an interesting micro car, as they say. So let's have a look what they got inside. As you can, look at a fantastically polished up Norton here. All heavy wheels. Nice bullet. Of course, we've got these micro cars and convertibles. What I like about the Krazy Horse is the eclectic motorcycle collection. Like, we've got a full dealership for Fantic, and Fantic has originally been around since 1968, but then disappeared because they were purchased by Yamaha, and now they've re-emerged now in 2020 back as an Italian motorcycle, but we're maintaining some links with the Yamaha motorcycle group. And again, we've got the very good selection of Fantic motorcycles on display, from the Scramblers all the way through to the MV Augusta, which we have here, which is the Brutals on display. Another eclectic, expensive range, but it's worth a visit because I haven't seen these bikes for years. They've got the Brutal here, and they've got a Super Veloce that I haven't seen in the flesh ever. So come on down to Krazy Horse, because they've got some exquisite bikes on display. Lighter than the one we got. Yeah. I see this is the difference. I see the grips feel a bit more plasticky, but they're not as plasticky as the last Harley I took out. A bit of a height for get the leg up. Find that, compared to what I got, the floorboards seem a lot higher on this one. Yeah. There's the Dark Jack Downhill Edition bike here, old number 7. I like the little knucklehead casters on it. The rare bike we got is the Super Veloce. We've got a couple of rare MV Augustas here, and as we all know, MV Augusta was bought out by KTM, but now gone back alone. Some interesting bikes, definitely. We know MV Augusta did a off-road touring bike. It's quite a nice bike. It covers me. I like the bubble car. Just that one there. So, what do you reckon, dear? Huh? Yes. So we have come today down to the Iron Horse. Oh, sorry, I still say Iron Horse. We've come today down to the Krazy Horse dealership for MV Augusta and Indian. And like I said, they've got a couple of interesting bubble cars here. So I said, well worth a visit. We haven't been there before. A couple of nice bikes on display and a couple of the MV Augustas that I've definitely never heard of before. So it's worth coming down to the old Krazy Horse down outside Chipping Norton on the Bibury Road. Well worth a visit. That was the Krazy Horse Indian dealership just outside Chipping Norton. So we're now heading to a newish farm/breakfast place, which is the other side of Chipping Norton. Interesting point about the Iron Horse, it's worth a visit because they've got some rare dealerships basically, because they're doing Fantic that I haven't used since the 70s. I made a comeback 2 years ago. And they've got MV Augusta there, and like I said, they've got a couple of rare second-hand Brutals. One priced at 26.5 grand, because it's the RR version. And they've got a couple of Super Veloces, which are in the flesh. I have yet to have seen until today. So they've got some rare bikes there. Plus the fact that they are an Indian dealership, and they had a couple of Indians, but not the big pursuits that I've been looking at. They've got mainly the bobbers and the 1200 bobber thing. Can't remember the name of it now, but there's I'll put that up in the caption before. The Scout and the other and the 1200 version, which is the sporty version they've done. So it's worth a visit if you've never been there before. As I've never been there before, so it was an interesting spin out today to have a look at the place. So join us now as we're looking for somewhere for breakfast, where Claire has already put into the sat-nav, but I can't remember the name of it. So I'll enlighten you when I get there. So we have ended up in a place called Buren's Farm Shop and Cafe, and it's between Chadlington and Chipping Norton apparently. Claire saw it on the last episode of the motorcycle show with Henry Cole. Good job, because you'd never find it if you didn't have a sat-nav. It's not exactly on the track. Let's go and have some breakfast anyway. It's got a range of artisan bread, and it's all made out of its own flour. It's the food and flour has been in India since 2022 apparently. So after a quick look around the bike place up in inside of Chipping Norton, we're now in Buren's Cafe and Farm Shop on the way down towards Chadlington and Burford. So we're having a full breakfast, so we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. It's a very peaceful place, very pretty place to come to, and bikers and posh car owners and sports car owners are well. Nice double espresso with no sugar after it. So it's a plus point of where you start is the coffee here is nice and strong and no bitter aftertaste. So the coffee gets a 9 out of 10 for me. So, like I said, was it Bowden's we're in? Bruens, I've been saying it wrong. Bruens we're in, and it's to say between Chipping Norton and on the road to Chadlington it is. There's a farm shop and cafe, and they do their own flour here, so they make their own bread with their own flour. Yes. They've been making flour here since 2022 apparently, if you look at the sign back there. See, I do my research on places. Claire finds the place, but you've got to research it as well. So we just ordered a breakfast now, so let's see what we have. But like I say, the staff are very welcoming, very friendly. And like I say, we're just waiting for the breakfast. The coffee was absolutely outstanding. No after shiver when you get the double espresso. How's your tea? Claire reckons it's alright, but as Claire's not mic'd up, you're not going to hear her. Yeah. And like I say, we're on a day out in the Cotswolds today. We've been down to the Krazy Horse bike shop, which is the other side of Chippy. And we're now having a bit of breakfast. But what I like about the Cotswolds is that there's always a road I haven't been down, and it's always a nice little quaint village, always well kept, apart from the tarmac on the roads, which they seem to have forgotten. It's like going back in time, because there were more potholes here than I've seen in a long time. But it's a pretty place, well worth a visit. And like I say, I've done a couple of vlogs on boating on the water and Stow on the Wall, isn't it? So we're just enjoying our day today, as it's absolutely tipping down in Wales for a change. But the weather's not too bad here.
Dave, do you want it?
I will now. And these are different beans. So, you can see what the breakfast looks like, so let's see what it tastes like. It looks like a... Proper fresh sausage and bacon from the farm. I'm a fussy sausage eater, but yep. And these beans aren't baked beans; they call something else, and I can't remember the name of them. Yep. Breakfast is outstanding. I give it a good 10 out of 10. And we'll just eat this, and I'll catch up with you later. So, how do I describe the breakfast? Outstanding. The sausage was full of meat, no fat, and it was succulent. Bacon was lovely, well cooked, and the eggs were perfect. Also cooked on their own sourdough bread. So, breakfast is I'd say a little bit more expensive than we used to, but for the quality of meat and food and bread that was there, you can't fault the price for the quality. So I do recommend you come down to Bruens. I will put the link in the log and on the log, and put a little map on the screen for you to have a look what it is, because it's not exactly on the beaten track, but it's well worth a visit if you were to do a tour of the Cotswolds.
Guys my age laugh at my jokes, treat me like one of the bros. Think I'm cool, but they would never date me. 'Cause girls my age have tiny waists, skin tight denim, baby faces, dance at the bar like no one's watching.
Nice place. Somewhere different to go, see? If you're looking for somewhere different, this is the place to come. So today we're down in the classicmotorhub, down by Bibury over there. And like I say, if you've got a spare bit of cash, this is the place to come to buy your classic car, because there's quite a few of them for sale here at variable prices, from 10 grand up to 2.5 million, and some of them unpriced. So like I say, so interesting collection of cars they have here, and some real classics and some real own runs, and cars that you haven't seen for a while. So like I say, the Classic Motorhub down by Bibury is a nice place to be, shall we say. Rare Fiat, stunningly preserved. Now you're talking. Nice Rolls Royce. 20th century, and that's stunning brass fittings and an engine. However, when you see one Aston Martin, get two at the same time. Last time I saw one of these was on the James Bond film. I'm talking about James Bond. It's some nice cars there. I do like this one.
It's nice enough.
DB8, 1967, 350,000 there. This is a year older than me. Sorry, a year younger than me. That looks like a DB4. Got a DB8 and a DB4. £495,000, 1962. That is definitely older than me. But absolutely stunning cars. 1970s Mercedes. Ferrari 365. Now the convertible version of this, I'm positive, is the Magnum car, Magnum PI. With the convertible version of that. That is gorgeous. And of course you've got the original style Porsche, 1600. And the Porsche only 245,000. Very good. $1965 Lola, Formula 2, 80 grand. That is a well-preserved engine. 1952 Le Mans car. Yeah, so we're enjoying our quick walk around the Classic Motorhub, and we've got a rarity in front of us. Shaking the camera up a bit. A rarity in front of us, and the Di Tommaso Pantera, fresh out of 1970s, and they're not a common car at all in the UK. Big in America. I think off the top of my head, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had a small block V8 in them, and like I say, they were big in America. Made in Italy apparently, but they were a big seller in America. And they were how much is the Di Tommaso Pantera then, dear? They're rare. Yeah, big boy, what? The Ford V8. I said it was powered by a V8. It's powered by a Ford V8. It's 2003 Porsche. .911 Targa, 19,500. Yeah, idea. Found what you can afford. Look, 19.5. Oh, that's one of those Alpha C things. I see the original Renault Alpine. I'd never get in. It's the first time I've ever seen a close-up of a Renault Alpine. Come to the conclusion, I wouldn't get 1 foot inside after using them as roller skates. They're absolutely tiny car. Now, I'll give you an idea. That's me, and that's the Alpine. Now you're talking here. Nice Cosworth here. Damien Cole's got about 4 of these. Yeah. They're not cheap. A Koenig twin turbo Ferrari 1978. And all they've got to say is it's got a ridiculously wide back end in it. So a Chevrolet Bel Air. That's nice, dear. Bel Air bear. Well, I can have it. So dear, the little Alpha 4C is only 39 grand now. Yeah, the ones the Clarkson's raving about. I do like the Landy. 27. No, I know, because the pickup, the flatbed on the back. Again, it's one of these cars that they designed not for anybody with 6 foot. Bless them. So you've got a couple of these Magnum style. Aye? How much is that baby? Alfa Romeo Giulietta, the original Giulietta Spider. We've got a brace of BMs in the back. Go on, what's not bad, dear? That's 83,000. How much is this one then? Claire's car of the day. Claire fancies this one. How much? Aye, same price as your Evoque sitting inside, dear. Trouble is, would your mother fit in that gap? Oh. the sheds. Like this, like 66. Tremendous. Like the Henry Cole collection. Sign. Smith's clock, look. I used to make them literally 300 yards from my parents' house. What we're looking at is the post in the background with Bonhams on it from the Spire of Me. A lot of oily rag t-shirts there in conjunction with Henry Cole in child sizes.
Yes.
All at the 30 quid, yeah.
Yeah.
Mag
Yeah. White and a latte.
Thank you.
No worries. Please
Yes, the Classic Motorhub sits on the old site of Bibury Airfield, and it opened in 1940 and closed in 1950. Well, we're back after a day of running around the Cotswolds. Been to a few new places. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please like and subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye!